Together with Earle Sports Bets, yeah, the twins, they be checking in, stacking up. Green is the scene that you're stepping in. Winning is a trend, and we stay making dollars. Nerd talk with the sports bet scholars. Yeah, it's R.I.P. to the bookies. R.I.P. to the bookies. R.I.P. to the bookies. R.I.P. to the bookies.
We are live. Welcome back to another edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show. My name is Nicholas Storm. I'm joined here as always by my brother Tim, and today we've got some baseball to talk about. But before we get into today's games, before we get into today's slate, we're going to take a look back at what happened yesterday, what went right and what went wrong in the world of sports betting. It wasn't a good day. I'll start off by saying that. There's no sugarcoating it. Baseball went 7-7, down 0.73 units. So that one wasn't. It was not great, but it wasn't terrible. Yankees' first 5 run line. Garrett Cole gives up a grand slam in the second inning, so that was fun. KC and Chicago first 5 under. Brady Singer forgets how to pitch. That was fun. Brewers came through though. First 5 in full game money lines. They look to go for the sweep here against Texas today. Nice to see that. Natty's first 5 money line was a nice little winner there. Turns out I took the Rays on the wrong game. I took them game 1, first 5 in full game. I should have taken them game 2, first 5 in full game when they won 18-4. So that was annoying, but it is what it is. Guardians team total over and full game over finished 4-3, and the Guardians had multiple opportunities to tie that game and at least give me that full game over 8. Just didn't happen. Seattle-Houston over 8 was a winner. That was a rather easy winner. I was looking at that Mariners team total over as well. Just Valdez has not been pitching as well lately. I don't get what's happening with him. Pittsburgh, Minnesota over 8.5 was a winner, never in doubt. Totally did not need a 3-run home run from McCutchen in the top of the 9th to make it 7-3. The Mets the Mets first 5 yesterday, minus 110 was a winner. There was rather an easy one, and I believe because I believe in the top of the 7th inning we got a Vogelbach slam.
I think it was the 5th.
Yeah, that's what I said.
You said 7.
Top of the 5th.
You said 7
to make it 7-1.
There you go.
Yeah. Don't let the Mets get hot. They've now won 6 of 7, 5 of 6, 5 of 6,
6 of 7,
6 of 7. There we go.
And going for the sweep today.
Yeah. Colorado, Chicago, first 5 under 6. I've got to stop taking first 5 unders in this series because I swear both times I've done it, it's been 5-1 in the second inning. And then Baltimore, Oakland. I actually got a Baltimore game right at the first 5 under 5 to close out my card yesterday. So that was a winner there, but 7-7, down 0.73 units. The CFL was a split. First half minus a half for the Alouettes was a loser, but the full game money line never in doubt. I totally didn't turn off the TV when they threw an interception with 2 minutes to go, down multiple scores, and they ended up winning the ball game. But that's beyond the point. So the Alouettes, a never in doubt, easy winner there yesterday. The NFL kicked my ass. Preseason, I don't know what was going on. Last year was so much better than this year. Lions first half +1 was a loser. The over 39 in the Lions-Jaguars game was a loser. Miami-Houston over was a loser. Of course, I was leaning towards the Fins in that game too. Did not pull the trigger there. Buffalo-Pittsburgh first half over was a loser. The full game over was a winner. The Bills were laughable. The Bears recovering for most of that game. I traded out the Bears +5 for the over 40.5.
Yeah.
The Colts kicked a field goal to make it, 24-17.
Yep.
Cover the spread, but hit the over. The Jets are a worthless, pathetic franchise. They lose to the Buccaneers.
Preseason. Who cares?
Yeah, I've lost every preseason game for the Jets so far. So
Ready? Try something. Ready? Don't bet the Jets game next weekend.
I'll bet the Jets just so the Giants. I'm just kidding. Titans money line was a winner. Full game over 37.5 was a winner. When in doubt, fade Kevin O'Connell in the preseason. He's yet to win a preseason game. He just doesn't care. That may be one of my only plays next week in the preseason is just fading the Vikings. Arizona Cardinals +7.5. I thought, hey, in a preseason game, 7.5 is too many points, right?
No.
Chiefs are that good. But the over hit. And then the over in the Denver-San Fran game never in doubt. Totally did not need 19 points in the fourth quarter, including a last-second field goal to make it 21-20, and the Niners won that game. And then probably the most frustrating loss in the NFL yesterday, Tim, I lost a cover on a safety. A blocked punt that turned into a safety made from a 6 to an 8-point game in Dallas, Seattle, losing the Cowboys +7. Incredibly frustrating, especially because I was watching my boy Holton Ahlers kill my ticket last night.
How did he do yesterday?
He did pretty well yesterday. He played the entire second half.
That's good to see. Yeah. I'm pulling up the stat. I'm pulling up the book now.
Yeah, so overall yesterday finished 14-17, down 3.76 units. I'm now 164, 174, and 12, down 17.7 in the month of August. I'm still up like 5-ish units since June 1st. So still profitable the last couple months, but August has been a pretty bad month, to say the least.
I think you would have needed Holton Ahlers. Maybe no, probably not. Well, maybe as a cheap option in the showdown slate. 7 for 13 passing, 61 yards, and then 7 carries for 42 yards. So he was actually not half bad yesterday. Good to see that. Yesterday was not pretty. We were starting to build our way out, but we're now back down 7.3 units in the month of August. Not fun. Start off with the EPL that went 2 and 3. Got the over in Brentford, got the over in Liverpool. Wolf was never really even close. They were down 4-0 at one point. Man United was a loser. They lose 2-0 to Tottenham. And then Newcastle plus 0.75. Loser there. Not fun with that. You went over all your NFL, so I'm not going to repeat all those. I took the over in the Aces game. Should have just taken the Sparks. They won outright as a 17-point dog on the road to give Vegas their first home loss of the year.
Didn't New York do that?
Nope. Oh, yeah, never mind. They did.
Yeah, I was going to say, yeah, they did.
Never mind. Washington. What the hell happened? What happened, Washington? You guys are up 3-0. I'm like, oh, cool. It's the 7th inning. They're looking good. 3 runs in the 7th. All right, they're tied. At least they could 8 runs in the 8th. What the hell happened? Trey Turner, 2 home runs in the 8th inning. Unbelievable. Milwaukee moneyline winner. Over in the Astros game winner. Over in the Cleveland game loser. The Mets. 13-2 win. Very nice. Vogelbach homered. Grand slam. Alonso looks good. How about Mr. Frankie Lindor that I think had 4 hits last night? He was fantastic. McNeil right back on it. They're starting to look good. I'm not buying into the hype yet. If they can get it down to maybe 3 games, I might be a little bit more interested. I will be watching their games now. But I'm not sold on it just yet.
Yeah. But if they win, they're tied with the Padres.
Cool. And then all the other NFL stuff that you already went over. We ended up being down 3.21 units. It is what it is. But I will say, starting off today with a nice little winner in the EPL, Everton and Aston Villa over 2.5. It is 4-0 for Aston Villa. Nice to see there. I do have the over in the Chelsea West Ham game as well. That one starts at 11:30. And then I got an MLS card as well. All of those are up on the site. That's everything, Nick. For yesterday, ready to jump into today's slate. I'll let you go say hi to the chat while I keep uploading stuff to social media.
Yeah. Fernando saying morning crew, morning Fernando. What up? What's good, Jojo Rabbit? Good morning, fellas. Good morning, Tyreek. Real Madrid in the over 2.5. Liverpool money line, Brighton money line, Man City money line, Napoli, a ton of soccer. I'm not even going to try. There we go. Good morning, ESB. Cashed a 4-teamer for $145. I lost my other unit playing, so up $25. All right. Only MLB card I played was the Brewers games. There you go. I'm telling you, crush European soccer. There you go. Cubs, Twins, Rockies, Brewers. There you go. I almost put something on O'Malley. Wish I followed through. Yeah, last night I remembered why I don't bet the UFC. I had Weili Zhang and Aljamain Sterling in a 2-teamer, and Sterling got clipped, and it was unfortunate. And now I get to hear all from the Sean O'Malley fanboys how good he is, even though he's fought nobody's until Sterling, and then he gets a title shot. So whatever. I hope he gets a rematch, and I hope he gets knocked out in his next fight. O'Malley, he's annoying. I have a 6-game parlay pending. Still got one more game, and it's tomorrow. Good luck. Perfect parlay would have been the LA Sparks and the Steelers. Didn't play it. Yeah. Good morning, fellas. The only thing I like is the Cardinals first 5 over 5.5. I've already moved on that. I've already moved on that full game over as well. And the Rangers first 5 run line. There you go. Austin Villa and over 2.5. It's 4-0 right now. Easy game. Yep. I like the Blue Jays as well as the Orioles run line. Yeah. I haven't bet. I've only bet 2 games. I bet that Mets game and I bet the Twins game so far.
So, I like the Orioles. I do like the Reds today.
6-1 yesterday. There you go. We will get into it here with the Houston Astros and the Seattle Mariners. Kicking off our slate, minus 175 are the Astros with a total of 9 in this game. Let's take a look at the line history here between Houston and Seattle. Line opened up at a 160. It's now up to a 175, so a 15-cent line movement towards these Houston Astros. Line opened up at an 8.5. It's up to a 9. So line moving towards the over, line moving towards the Astros here. Let's see if the market correlates with that here. As we have 51% of the tickets and 72% of the cash is on the under in this game, and the line's moved up. We have 81% of the tickets and 64% of the cash is on the Astros, 68% of the tickets and 96% of the cash is on the run line for the Astros here as well. Taking a look at Ballpark Pal, we have the normal minus 7% for Minute Maid Park. Emerson, Hancock, and Hunter Brown. Hancock, 5.40 ERA, 1.40 whip, 3.6 strikeouts per 9, which is 10%. 2.7 walks per 9, a 3.03 BABIP, a 4.66 FIP, and a 5.73 Sierra. On the flip side, Hunter Brown with a 3.81 ERA, 1.15 whip, 6.92 strikeouts per 9, which is 19%. 2.08 walks per 9, a 2.61 BABIP, a 5.65 FIP, and a 4.24 Sierra. Bullpen advantage does go towards the Mariners here. 3.15 FIP, 3.68 Sierra compared to 4.05 and 4.45. Hitting advantage does go towards Seattle as they are hitting righties pretty well right now. 129 WRC plus, which is 3rd compared to 101, which is 16 for the Astros here. I was looking a little bit into Houston in this spot with the early in this game with the first 5. Unfortunately, it's minus 133, laying a half a run. So I'm not particularly interested in that. I can also see an over in this game with all the money coming in on the under. Actually, this line has just moved back down to an 8.5. So a little bit of an interesting move there. It just moved back to an 8.5 and minus 110. So not only did it just move down a full half run, it's moving. So, wow. I think that's going to be enough to keep me off this game for the moment. I'm leaning towards the Astros in the over, but I don't think I'm going to make a play on this one here.
I mean, there's no way the Astros get swept, right?
I mean, there's always a way. There definitely is a way. They've lost the first 2 games, so.
Yeah, I'm going after the Mariners. They are they're on fire right now. And I'll say they've been I think they're the 3rd best team since the trade deadline, only behind Texas and LA. And maybe even they're better than they're hotter than Texas right now. This is a team that I'm really interested in, and you should put a little bit more respect on their name. The third wild card team right now is the Seattle Mariners. They hopped over the Toronto Blue Jays the other day, and they just continue to win, which is cool to see. I want to see Seattle in the playoffs. Not to mention, if you guys aren't betting anything involving Julio Rodriguez right now, I believe he set a record for, I think it's like 17 hits in 4 games, which is the most in MLB history. He's insane right now. And I want to keep backing them. It's a plus like 145 area. I'm grabbing Seattle and I'm running with it. Seattle money line. I also gave it out on a Ballin' Out last night. So all over Mr. Hancock and the Seattle Mariners today.
Good luck. We're differing here, but it's not. This is not a strong enough play for me to make it official. So
there you go.
I'm on the Mets money line, says Markel. We will be going over that in a decent amount of games.
Yes,
Kyle Tucker over total bases. Kyle Tucker RBI props there. Yeah, I could definitely see it. You guys were on O'Malley? No. I had a 2-teamer with Zhang and Sterling.
I don't bet UFC.
Yeah.
Besides when Tai Tuivasa's fighting.
Which is next UFC card.
Shooey.
I believe he fights Brago next.
Ooh. I want to see a shoey.
Let's take a look. His next fight real quick. Is on September 9th. I believe he's headlining 293 against Alexander Volkov. Or he's on there, yeah. Tuffy, I just think the Mariners may have their stay off. Yeah. May have their number stay off. Yeah. Pass. I want the Astros, but the Mariners have been hot lately, and I can't bet against them, so I'll pass. Yeah, this one, I wanted the Astros, but yeah. Mariners there for Mr. Nathan Cerna. I'd only play the Astros first 5, but it's juiced. Yes, me too. I hope he gets KO'd against Choto. I hope he gets KO'd whoever. Yeah, Cheeto, he already knocked him out. Yeah. Yeah. Good morning, fellas. Football Sunday is fast approaching. Yes.
You know what's even faster approaching?
College
football Saturdays.
We got week 0. We got week 0. I'm kind of interested in a couple spots already.
Navy.
Yes, I'm interested in Navy in the over for college football Saturday. Which we might have to do a little bit of a college show. I don't know yet. College football show. We might have to. Would have swept the entire UFC card parlay. Oof. Yo.
All right, what happened yesterday?
He had a good day yesterday. But on that note, we'll head into the next game here. We have the San Francisco Giants and the Atlanta Braves. I'm glad I stayed off this game yesterday because I was leaning Giants in that spot, and I would have been really pissed off losing that one there. Let's get into it here. San Francisco Giants and the Atlanta Braves. Max Fried and Jacob Junis. The line opened up at a minus 225. It did go up to a minus 240. Now it's back down to a minus 225. It opened up at a 9 at even money. It's now down to a 9.5 at even money. It's now down to a 9 as well. Let's take a look. Wow. Okay, this is going to keep me off this spot. I was looking at this first 5 under. Only problem is 68% of the tickets and 99% of the cash is on the under. We have 18% of the tickets and 34% of the cash is on the Giants here in this game as well. Let's take a look at Ballpark Pal here for True S Park. Let's hit refresh here. Let's see if there's updated. There we go. Minus 5% for True S Park. Minus 6% or minus 6% home runs, minus 15% doubles, triples, plus 5% singles. Looking at the pitching matchup here, Jacob Junis has not been that bad lately. Let me just see though. He's thrown how many? He's thrown a lot. The last he went 4 innings in his last start. That was the furthest he went. But he's had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 appearances in the last 30 days. He's gone 2, 1, 3, 1, 3.2, and 4. So he's pitched pretty well lately. Let's take a look at his numbers here. 1.56 ERA, 0.98 WHIP, 11.42 strikeouts per nine, which is 32%. 1.04 walks per 90, 333 BABIP, but a 107 FIP and a 2.60 SIERA. On the flip side, Max Fried with a 3.38 ERA, 1.19 WHIP, 7.88 strikeouts per nine, which is 22%. 1.13 walks per 92, 362 BABIP, a 207 FIP, and a 2.98 SIERA. Bullpen advantage does go towards the Giants here, 3.43 FIP, 3.74 SIERA compared to 3.82 and 3.84. As for hitting, this is the number one offense versus right-handed pitching in the Atlanta Braves, 137 WRC plus, which is number one, compared to the Giants, 75 WRC plus against lefties last 30 days, which is 24th. And looking at this spot for me, I mean, I was leaning first 5 under in this game, but the market's keeping me off of that. I definitely don't like betting into 99% spots, especially when they're unders, because those unders usually lose, I believe, even a higher clip than 99% plays themselves. And I don't know if I want to bet against Jacob Junis right now, because I don't know how far into the game he's going to go. I think the Giants could be live in this game. If you wanted to take a shot with San Fran early, maybe a first 5 or something along those lines, even though they have the bullpen advantage, they will not have the lineup advantage, and I don't want 9 at-bats for the Braves. Sean Manaea is going to be the long relief guy, which against lefties here, the Braves are, let's take a look. Braves are 138 WRC plus 6th in baseball. So Braves smash whoever they face. I would lean Giants in this one. If you want to play it safer, first 5 plus a half is plus 120. I'd lean that way with the Giants, but no play.
I would be leaning the opposite way. Atlanta's just hitting, and Max Fried is pitching, which he should start to really get into a little bit of a groove, because he is a solid pitcher, and I hate saying that because it drives me nuts that the Atlanta Braves are as good as they are. I can get him at minus around 110 on the run line. This is a Braves team that is 8-2 their last 10 games and has won 5 in a row, and 8 out of 9. And we're going to get 2 really hot teams going up against each other tomorrow night with the Mets and the Braves. So that should be a ugly matchup. I like the Braves in this one. I think they continue to just ride. No, I don't think anything really slows them down. They got to their 80th win of the year. The next highest is 76. So they're just hitting. I know it's Jacob Junis, but when he only pitches 3-4 innings, I don't really care, because then you got 5 innings of another pitcher or a bullpen, which I'm not really going to be trusting against the Atlanta Braves offense that is scoring at will. I'll take the Braves on the run line this one.
Yeah, Braves minus 115 on the run line. I understand it, but this is another pass for me. Nope. I'm definitely looking at the next game we'll go over, but not this one.
Okay. On to the next. Back to the chat.
Yeah, Joe Kryptonite say 3-1 in the WNBA the day before, 3-1 in the NFL yesterday. There you go. Joe, help us come back today. There you go. Soccer, Chelsea, also Montreal and MLS plus money. There you go.
I didn't touch the Montreal game. I am on the over in the Chelsea game.
Yeah. Steelers, Patriots, and Niners money lines for Joe Kryptonite, and the Lions are the only ones that lost. Did they end up paying out that Patriots play? Because I know they suspended that game. So let's roll. Oh, boy. He's huge on the Chargers money line. Got it at plus 175. I'm on the opposite side there. I'm on the Saints. I laid the 3.5 with that one there. Braves run line for Tariq.
Yeah.
I did like the Mystics, but Shakira Austin and Della Don are
Don't
both.
care. Home dogs, 38, 28, and 1. I'm still grabbing the 3 home dogs today.
There you go. Started the day 2-0. Sox money line in first half under in the Jags. There you go. The line is telling me that the Sky have their best chances. Have the best chance as a dog today.
I grabbed all 3 home dogs, and I didn't touch the last game.
Yep. Schwarber, Phillies over total bases. There you go. I was originally going to go with the Fever money line with Griner out, but I think I'm going to be on the Mercury money line at plus 125. There you go. Went bigger on the 3 pick. Montreal money line, Mets first half money line, and Bears plus 5. Ouch. What a bad beat after Montreal clutched up. Yeah. Over under Jacob Junis's prop 3.5. The question is, how long is into the game is he going to go? He's striking batters out at a 32% clip, 11.42 per 9 innings. So if you think he's going to go 3 innings, over. If you think he's going to go 2 innings, under. I think they stretch him a little longer, though. Honestly, scratch the Mercury. I'll take the Storm as a home dog, plus 175. Good luck.
Storm are on the road.
Yeah. Max Fried Pickles. Jewel Lloyd has been on fire. There you go. I never parlay, but Orioles money line, Mets money line, and Mets minus a half first 5 for plus 722 got me feeling superb today.
Nice.
There you go. Yep, got paid. There you go. What up, everyone? Good luck today. Cash some tickets. Let's try to do that. Like Ferguson said to Chandler, O'Malley has white privilege. I could definitely, yeah. I mean, it is what it is, though. Big day yesterday, 13-6 overall, plus 4 units. UFC went 6-2. There you go. I hear that Carr might not play and Winston might be limited. Okay, then, then I lose. Let me see if the line's still a 3.5. So maybe. Yeah. I'm too hung over to cap. I'm gonna just sit here, sip water, and listen. There you go. O'Malley getting paid big money while other fighters barely make. Yeah, he's a personality, is what he is too, as well. Braves to score first, to score a run, minus 130. Pirates team total over 4.5 at even money. Keuchel Day. We will get into that. I have moved on Keuchel Day. The Storm are away. Drink some coffee. There you go. And he said, drink some coffee. Our boy Dallas Keuchel on the bump today. I was on the Twinkies yesterday. I don't hate the Twinkies today, but I moved on the total in that game. Houston first 5 there for Mr. Holden. One game I am looking to make a move in here is the Boston Red Sox and the New York Yankees. The Red Sox this is like it's a pick 'em. It's been bouncing back and forth between minus 105, minus 107 for these two teams. And a total of 9 in this game. Let's take a look at the line history here between Boston and New York. Line opened up at a minus 108 for the Yankees. It's down to a 107. It was an even money at one point for the Yankees. Line opened up at a 9 minus 110, and it is a 9 minus 105. So a 5-cent line movement towards the under, and about a penny line movement towards the Red Sox. 45% of the tickets and 66% of the cash. 39% of the tickets, 82% of the cash, my bad, it just updated, is on the Yankees, but yet they're moving the line towards the Red Sox. 38% of the tickets, 47% of the cash is on the over. The lines move slightly towards the under here in this one. Let's take a look at Ballpark Pal, which has Yankee Stadium as the second worst hitting conditions on the slate, only behind Busch Stadium, or only better than Busch Stadium. Minus 7% runs, plus 5% doubles, home runs, minus 22% doubles, triples, minus 1% singles. Taking a look at the pitching matchup here, where we have John Winkowski, and then we'll have Nick Penvetta following here. Winkowski's not going to go more than an inning or two, so there's no point in really reading out his stats. Clark Schmidt, 5.65 ERA, 1.41 WHIP, 6.94 strikeouts per 9, which is 17%, 2.31 walks per 9, a 3.11 BABIP, a 5.23 FIP, and a 4.61 SIERA. Bullpen advantage goes towards the Yankees here. 3.46 FIP, 4.01 Sierra, compared to 4.41 FIP and a 3.98 Sierra for the Red Sox. The Red Sox do have the hitting advantage, 104 WRC plus, which is 14th against righties, compared to the Yankees 86, which is 24th. I'm interested in the Red Sox here early in this game. I'm looking at their first 5 here at a minus 105. The bullpen advantage with the Yankees, I think, is enough to keep me off the full game here with these Red Sox. But there's just no way I'm trusting Clark Schmidt here in this spot. The market moves tell me that the Red Sox are the play here as well. I had this one circled that I wanted to make a move on, so I did. I'm going to make a move on it here. Red Sox first 5 here at minus 105.
All right, so the Red Sox won the first game. Red Sox won the second game. Oh, they're going for the sweep. Yeah, give me the Red Sox. Do we really guys, the Yankees are now 3 games under 500, and they've lost 7 games in a row. It absolutely just breaks my heart to see the Yankees lose 7 games in a row and just sit so deep in last place. Sarcasm, but
really, I had no idea that was sarcasm. That was really believable.
Thank you, I appreciate that. But I know this. I'm on the Red Sox. Not only are the Yankees struggling, the Red Sox are actually playing good baseball. They've won 7 out of their last 10, 4 out of their last 5. This is a Red Sox game. And you look at the wild card. The Red Sox are right there. The Red Sox are only 3 games back, 2.5 back of Toronto. So they're right there. I wouldn't count them out just yet. I think they win today, finish off the sweep, and I think Boston definitely has an opportunity to move up. Well, actually, no, they go up against Houston starting tomorrow. But on the opposite side, Toronto goes up against Baltimore. So definitely some room for Boston to try to start moving up. But I like the Red Sox today.
Yeah, I'm on that page. I'm just playing the first 5. This is another one where I wish the first 3 was available. I'd play first 3, first 5 with the Red Sox here in this spot. But yeah, I definitely like the I like Boston here looking at this spot.
There you go.
Joe Kryptonite saying BRB, going to go see if it's too early to buy some beer. It's never too early for some beer.
No,
right?
No. On Sundays, you're not allowed to buy any alcohol in North Carolina until noon, Nick.
That's so stupid. Never tried this early. Markel laughing. Tough one. I'll lean to the Red Sox. Yeah. Good morning, fellas. Red Sox money line. Yes. Can't bet the Red Sox without wearing Red Sox.
I don't have any Red Sox.
Yeah. You know, it's kind of disappointing. When I wear White Sox, nobody knows I'm supporting the White Sox. So depressing there, buddy. Red Sox feel more obvious. Oh, that you're supporting it, yeah. Trying to be funny. Ha 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 ha. We'll move to Tim's favorite matchup of the day, the Detroit Tigers and the Cleveland Guardians. The Tigers are actually slight favorites in this game. Minus 108 really now, with a total of 7.5 in this game. Let's take a look at the line history here between Tigres and the Guardians. This line opened up to minus 101 for those Tigers. It's now minus 108, so a 7-cent line movement towards these Tigers. Line opened up at 7.5 at minus 115. It's down to a 7.5 at minus 105, so a 10-cent line movement towards the under. See if the cash flow correlates with the Tigres and the under here in this one. 49% of the tickets and 67% of the cash is on the under here. We have 72% of the tickets and 68% of the cash is on the Tigers in this spot here. 46% of the tickets, 94% of the cash is on the run line. So big support here for the Tigers in the betting markets here. And the line's respecting it too. Let's take a look at the ballpark, pal. See what type of hitting conditions we have for this one. Progressive Field plus 7% runs, plus 5% home runs, plus 12% doubles, triples, 0% singles. Taking a look at the pitching matchup here, where we have Eduardo Rodriguez and Logan Allen. Rodriguez, a 4.25 ERA, 1.35 WHIP, 8.47 strikeouts per nine, which is 22%. 2.43 walks per 90, 337 BABIP, a 3.16 FIP, and a 4.24 SIERA. On the flip side, we have Logan Allen, 3.60 ERA, 1.33 WHIP, 7.2 strikeouts per 9, which is 20%, 3.9 walks per 90, 272 BABIP, a 5.13 FIP, and a 5.05 SIERA. Bullpen advantage goes towards the Guardians here, 3.79 FIP, 3.83 SIERA compared to 4.4 and 4.11 for the Tigers. I do not fear anything to have to do anything with hitting for the Cleveland Guardians against left-handed pitching. And the reason why is I think this is the lowest number I've seen all season long, and there's actually a decent sample size behind this. The Guardians they rank dead last against lefties. Want to take a guess what their WRC plus is the last 30 days? The average is 100. Average is 100.
I'm not really paying attention. What's going on?
The Guardians against left-handed pitching. What do you think?
They're not good. They're probably
38.
Yeah.
That's the lowest number I've seen all season long. And on the other side, the Tigers 70 WRC plus, which is 26 against lefties. So neither of these teams are hitting lefties right now, which leads you to believe maybe the first 5 under is a decent look. I believe that's a 3. That's a 4. I don't hate that. I like the Tigers a little bit in this spot. You can also get plus money for the team total under 1.5 in the first 5 with the Guardians. Don't know if I would go that far, but I lean first 5 under. I'm kind of interested in this Tigers first 5 though. In this one, I just want to fade the Guardians against lefties, and I'm going to do that here with the Tigers first 5 money line. It's a minus 120 for me. Tigers first 5.
I know you got all the lefty stuff. And I actually look towards the side in this one. And yes, I know it's an AL Central game. Logan Allen is number 10 in pitcher profit ranking, 12-6 this year when he pitches, and you're at 5.61. He's sandwiched in between Patrick Corbin and Jack Flaherty. Technically 9th if you take out Matthew Boyd because he's out the rest of the year. So you've been backing him, and he's been making you money. Oh, wow, I just looked at it. Jonah Dawn is 3-0. Anyways, but you get Allen, who's one of the top guys, and I feel like the only reason why this line's a pick'em is because of Eduardo Rodriguez. Now, there's not much distance between the Tigers and the Guardians. Now, nobody's touching the Twins, even though the Twins are only, 4 games over 500. Nobody's touching them, but I lean Cleveland in this one. Not enough for me to get to it, though.
Yeah, at least I hope nobody's touching the Twins because that would be nice to get paid out for that divisional prop. I think it was plus 185 preseason.
I don't want to see Gavin in the playoffs, but it is what it is. By the way, I put a poll in the chat. Which team avoids getting swept today? Astros, Yankees, Cardinals, Rangers. Right now there's 10 votes. 60% say Rangers. Anyways.
Well, I was thinking Astros. But yeah.
Back to
yeah. Cameron laughing in the chat. I see the Twins game going under for no reason, especially with the way that Twins are not hitting lefties good. I don't know where you're seeing their numbers because the Twins are hitting. Well, I believe the way the Twins are not hitting lefties good. It's a great thing that Beto is a righty. It's a good thing that the Pirates pitchers are righty today. I was going to say that the Twins are hitting just fine against righties, 123 WRC plus, 5th in baseball. So my worry in that game is whether or not we're going to get runs from the Twins or from the Tigers, but it is from the Pirates in that game. But it is Dallas Keuchel. So Guardians 44-18-2, the under off of a loss at hitting at 71%. I was looking at that first 5 under. The first 5 under makes sense for me. Full game under. Yeah, I can see as well. 7.5 feels low, but I understand it. I like the Guardians, but the Tigers seem to have their number. Yeah, I just like the Tigers early. Guardians should be a fade the rest of the season. They cannot hit the ball for exactly. I'm not a fan of this Guardians team, and I said that heading into the year that the Guardians were not a bet on team for me. I'm taking the team total over in the Braves. Good luck. Kind of like the over in the Astros game. I was leaning in that direction. I didn't like the way the line just dropped in front of me, though. So, J-Rod over 1.5 bases. There you go. and then Fernando giving out some more soccer. There you go. We'll move on here with the Toronto Blue Jays and the Cincinnati Reds in this game here. Hyunjin Ryu and Hunter Green, your pitching matchup here in this one. Let's take a look at the line history in this spot. Line opened up at a -110 for the Jays. It did get up to a -114. It's down to a 108, though, so a 2-cent line movement towards Cincinnati here. Line opened up at a 9.5, -105. It's down to a 9.5 at +103 in this spot. Let's take a look at the cash flow, see if it represents a small move towards the Reds and a small move towards the under in this game. 58% of the tickets and 50% of the cash is on the under, so kind of split tickets there. 72% of the tickets and 73% of the cash is on the Reds in this spot. Let's take a look at Ballpark Pal. 18%, 12% runs, 18% home runs, 0% doubles, triples, 5% singles. Pitching matchup here, Hunter Green. I believe this is Hunter Green's first appearance last month, if I'm not mistaken. He last pitched on June 17th. So Hunter Green making his return off the IL against Hyunjin Ryu. Ryu with a 2.57 ERA, 1.07 whip, 5.14 strikeouts per nine, which is 15%, 2.57 walks per nine, a 238 BABIP, a 3.9 FIP, and a 5.11 SIERA. Bullpen advantage going towards the Blue Jays here, 3.75 FIP, 4 SIERA compared to 5.05 and a 3.91 for the Reds. Hitting advantage definitely goes towards the Blue Jays, 89 WRC plus, which is 23rd, compared to 70, which is 27th. Neither of these teams are hitting the other side particularly well. Reds really struggling against lefties, and the Toronto Blue Jays hit lefties better than they hit righties, and they're facing a righty today. This is, I think, ultimately a stay-off spot for me. I leaned towards the under in this spot. Whether or not I get to it's another story, but I do lean towards a first five under in this game. Neither of these teams particularly scare me offensively. It's a 4.5 at -102 for that. To lean towards that, but I don't know if I'm going to pull the trigger on it.
I like the Cincinnati Reds in this game. They've turned from I believe they turned from a dog to a favorite.
No, it's only been a 2-cent line move.
All right, never mind that. I like Hunter Green in this one. He's been pitching solid as of late, and
he hasn't pitched as of late.
Oh wow, yeah, never mind. He hasn't pitched since June.
Yeah, I mentioned that.
I misread that.
Why don't you listen to me?
Sorry, as you're talking, I'm putting stuff up on the site and uploading stuff up on Twitter and Instagram, which you guys should follow. Links in the description down below. I totally missed that one. Don't know how I did. I misread the dates. I know Hunter. Okay, that kind of takes me off now. Because I didn't realize Hunter Green had been out for a while. Don't know how I missed it. Hyunjin Ryu is still not a guy I trust. He's pitched 3 games so far. He's pitched well in those games. But I would need to see a little bit more from Hyunjin Ryu to want to go after him. So I'm just going to stay away from this game. I gave out the Cincinnati Reds last night, but it is what it is. Lean Reds, but I'm going to end up staying away.
Fair enough. Let's head back to the chat. Look up Rodriguez stats versus Guardians. In the other 2 games he pitched versus them, smashed them.
Here, I'll pull them up for this year.
Yeah. Thanks for clearing up the Twin stats. Yeah, no problem. Can't. It's not even 11, they said. Unbelievable. Pass. I told them it's fine. I don't plan on drinking until after 11.
He's pitched twice against the Guardians this year. The Tigers won 1-0 and 5-0. In those games, he went a combined 15 innings, allowing only 8 hits.
I kind of want to take that Cleveland team total under now for the first 5. It's plus money. And I know I'm usually looking towards those overs, but the Guardians are just that bad offensively, and I'm getting plus money for under 1.5 at plus 120. I'm really interested in that. Expecting Eddie to shove here.
Good luck to you.
I don't know if I probably won't move on that, but yeah. Yeah, they were confused because I was. Yeah, before he was out, went out. Green was pitching well. Yeah, I like Toronto here. I don't know where to lean on that one. Blue Jays for EQ and leaning Jays for Mr. Cerna there. So not too much action to begin the slate. These next two games, though, I have moved on them. We have Dallas Keuchel Day. It is minus 135 for the Twins, total of 9.5 in this spot. Let's take a look at the line history in this one. Where this line opened up at a 142 for the Twins, it's down to a 127. So no surprise, the line moving against Mr. Keuchel here. Line opened up at a 9.5 at even money. It's up to a 10 now. So this line has moved up the half a run. I really like to see that there. Feel a little bit better. 60% of the tickets, 62% of the cash is on this over. 57% of the tickets and 93% of the cash is on the Pittsburgh Pirates in this game. Taking a look at Ballpark Pal for this one here, where we have where is it? Target field minus 6% runs, minus 9% home runs, minus 1% doubles, triples, minus 2% singles. Looking at it, Dallas Keuchel and Osvaldo Bido. Bido, 5.14 ERA, 1.21 whip, 7.71 strikeouts per nine, which is 20%, 1.93 walks per nine, a 268 BABIP, a 5.4 FIP, and a 4.29 SIERA. On the flip side, Dallas Keuchel has been terrible. 9.45 ERA, 2.7 whip, no strikeouts per nine, which is 0%. Has he really not struck anybody out? That seems real. Yeah, in his two starts, he's not struck anybody out. That's crazy. That's crazy. 5.4 walks per nine, a 4.52 BABIP, a 5.51 FIP, and a 6.59 SIERA. Bullpen advantage goes towards the Pirates here. 3.97 FIP, 3.64 SIERA compared to 4.88 and 3.91 for the Twinnies. Twins 123 WRC plus, which is fifth in baseball against righties. The Pirates do struggle against lefties, 76 WRC plus, which is 23rd. But this is Dallas Keuchel we're talking about here. I've already played this game. I played the first five over 5.5 and the full game over 9.5. I got the 5.5 at minus 125. I got the full game over 9.5 at minus 110. And yeah, you can be worried that maybe the Pirates don't do enough here, but it's Dallas Keuchel at the end of the day still. And I still believe that we are going to see runs get scored in this game. I want to see something real quick. Okay, they don't really want you betting that. Strikeouts, over under strikeouts. Dallas Keuchel, 3.5. Under is minus 152. I mean, how do you not take the under there if he hasn't struck anybody out?
Can I get under 2.5?
3.5.
How about 2.5?
I do not have access to a 2.5 on BetOnline. They only offer me 3.5, which sucks. I can see what let's see if DraftKings can offers you under 2.5 strikeouts. But I'm on the first five over 5.5. I'm on the full game over 9.5 in this spot with Dallas Keuchel.
Happy Dallas Keuchel Day. Let's double up on it, Nick. Because who's going to score most of those runs? You like the over, right? Who's going to score most of those runs?
Pirates?
Pittsburgh. There you go. Pittsburgh money line in the over. Happy Dallas Keuchel Day. He has been exactly what we've hoped.
BK doesn't offer anything lower. They offer 2.5 at minus 155.
But I will say I'm hoping we see the second game Dallas Keuchel today, not the first game Dallas Keuchel today, where Dallas Keuchel, I want to see the one that let up 6 earned runs and 6 hits in 1 2/3 innings. I want to see that again.
Me too.
So we're doubling up on this one. We'll take the Pittsburgh Pirates on the money line, and we'll take the over 10 at plus 102 between the Pirates and the Twinkies. Happy Dallas Keuchel Day, everybody.
Yeah, let me take a quick look at one more thing here for this spot, which could be an interesting one. Is if you want to fade Dallas Keuchel a little bit more here, what is the number you can get? It's a 2.5 plus 110 for the first 5 innings, and it's a 4.5 full game. The Pirates team total over. If we expect Dallas Keuchel to get hit here, but I'm not going to go overboard here. I'm going to try to keep this game clean. First 5 full game overs for me. There we go. I was eating potatoes and steak. Breakfast potatoes and steak. Nice.
I'm hungry now.
Blue Jays game over. Green hasn't pitched in like a month. Yeah. Over for KK. Happy Dallas Keuchel Day. I took this game over early this morning. I took it last night. Twins team total over. I can see it. Pirates money line. Yeah, I would lean that way. I was hoping Tim could read Aguado's K numbers in those 2 starts versus Cleveland. I think he's at 8.
That is exactly right. 8 and 10.
I don't hate that look. Parlay Keuchel under Ks and Rodriguez 5+ Ks. How about I want to take a look at one quick thing real quick. If I can see if I can do this. Game markets, do they allow me to take Keuchel under strikeouts and in the over? Maybe I'll throw a small little bit at that. At Keuchel under 3.5 strikeouts, and we'll go to game markets for Minnesota and that one, and we'll go over 9.5. Plus 156 over 9.5, and Keuchel under 3.5 strikeouts.
There you go.
I don't hate that at all. So yeah. And one more thing I want to see real quick what this would be. Pittsburgh plus 1.5, over 9.5, and Keuchel under 3.5 strikeouts. You can get that at plus 313.
Get it. I like it.
I don't know if I'm betting any of those, but it's fun to look at. Pirates money line in the over. That may be something those player props and stuff like that might be something that I bet when books become legal in my state, and I have a specific book designated for that. I think like FanDuel will be my prop book or something like that. Pirates money line in the over. Yep. Mets game over. We will get into that next, and the answer is yes. Let's ride Pirates money line. Raise the Jolly Roger. Let's ride. For MLB, I low-key like the Royals money line. We will be getting into that in a couple games. But first, we get to touch on the Mets and the Cardinals here in this one. The Cardinals are minus 125 favorites with a total of 10 in this game. Let's take a look at the line history in this spot. This was the other game I moved on last night. This line opened up at minus 145 for the Cardinals. It's down to a 125, a 20-cent line movement towards the New York Mets. Line opened up at a 9.5 at minus 115. It's now to a 10 at minus 113. So a move towards the over, move towards the Mets, suggesting that Dakota Hudson is vulnerable in this game. We have, 23% of the tickets and 69% of the cash is on the under, and the line is moved towards the over. We have 64% of the tickets and 84% of the cash is on the Mets here in this spot. Let's take a look at ballpark power, which Busch Stadium is the worst hitting conditions on the slate. That's not what I want to see. Minus 2% runs, minus 14% doubles, triples, minus 2% singles, overall minus 8% runs. But these pitchers leave a lot to be desired. Carlos Carrasco in his last 30 days has an ERA above 10, 10.13 ERA, 2.25 whip, 6.75 strikeouts per 9, which is 15%, 4.34 walks per 9, a 4.41 BABIP, a 5.46 FIP, and a 5.18 SIERA. On the flip side, Dakota Hudson, 4.82 ERA, 1.36 whip, 5.79 strikeouts per 9, which is 15%, 2.89 walks per 9, a 2.84 BABIP, a 5.12 FIP, and a 4.63 SIERA. Bullpen advantage goes towards the Cardinals here, 4.01 FIP, 3.87 SIERA compared to 4.98 and 4.37. Hitting advantage does go towards the Cardinals here in this one, 112 WRC plus, which is 9th compared to 106, which is 12th. When I looked at this for my spreadsheet for this game, the Cardinals have the pitching advantage. The Cardinals have the bullpen advantage. The Cardinals have the hitting advantage. The line's moving towards the Mets, though. Like, this is one where X's and O's and the market split and keeps me off the side. I like the over in this game, though. This line's moved towards the over, and very similar to last game that we just talked about. I doubled up on this one here. I only play first 5 overs when I'm doubling down and taking the full game over as well. I won't just specifically play only first 5 overs, but I got the first 5 over 5.5 at -115. I got the full game over 9.5 at -125, anticipating both the Pirates and the Mets games to hit 10. The Mets game did hit a 10. So I like the overs in this spot. First 5 and full game here between the Mets and the Cardinals. I'm staying off of the side. The market's telling me Mets, and my X's and O's are telling me Cardinals. I just don't want to back Carlos Carrasco in this spot. He's just been that bad for me. So I think the overs are the best way to go in this game.
It doesn't really matter what Carlos Carrasco does for me. I think the Mets are just going to score. And which brings me to this, and Nick actually might be happy with this play for the IG play. And it's going to be the Mets, but it'll be their team total.
I don't hate that. The Mets are hitting right now.
And of course, I had to put probably the hottest hitter on the Mets right now, which is Mr. Frankie Lindor. I'd love to see him going crazy. I'm going to be on the Mets, and I'm going to be on the over, and we're going to double up on it because I think most of the runs are going to come from the Mets. I think Hudson gets hit, and the Mets get the sweep. This is a Mets team that's hot right now, which is weird to say. They've won, 6 out of 7? 6 out of 7 games in 4 straight. Let's ride with it. Let's keep okay. So, like about a week ago, when they were playing Atlanta, I was thinking this.
The Mets need speed. The Mets need power. The Mets need pitching. That's what I'm thinking about right now.
I kind of look at it, and I think the Mets are actually playing good baseball. And it's not really...
It's not always about the money, Spider-Man. It's about the Mets, baby. Love the Mets. All right, baby. Let's go. Get a home run, baby. Love the Mets. Let's go, Mets.
Work. Double down. Mets and the over. Let's do this.
Yeah. More and more I'm looking at it. I'm going to grab it too. I'll jump on the Instagram play of the day. New York Mets team total over 4.5 at -120. Give me the Mets team total here in this spot as well. Back to the chat for you there, Tim.
Let's get. Oh, okay. Yeah. Joe Kryptonite leads Rockies. I like the Rockies. Yes. The Rockies win yesterday. Yeah. Yes. Rockies going for the sweep. Giggity. What was giggity? Sorry. And it's Giggity. Giggity. Come on. We don't know giggity. Cardinals money line. No. Atlanta first 5 run line. Yes. Francisco Lindor over 1.5 bases. Yes. Let's ride. Let's do it. For sure. Let's get it. Cardinals can't hit. It's against Cookie. They should be able to get a couple runs. WTF didn't mean to delete the comment. We can see comments even if they're not deleted.
Yeah, if you delete comments, we can still see them on Trinner.
Carrasco's a monkey wrench. That's why we're grabbing the over too, because either the Mets are going to win or this game's going to go flying over because Cookie has a bad game.
Yes, that's why I like the overs in this game more than a side in this one.
Yeah, we saw the comment, Cameron. You're good. We could see every comment whether or not you delete it or not. Nothing to West Ham. All right. 2 more goals. Let's get 2 more goals, and I can have a 2-0 EPL day. Let's get it. No, Cameron, you're fine. We could see all the comments. It's not always about the money, Spider-Man. Let's get it. Mets are hot right now. I know, it's weird. Cookie Carrasco for the win. Let's get it. All right, we'll head to this one, Nick.
Yeah, interesting one that I was looking at last night. I was fully planning on making a move in this game, and the market kept me off. Let's take a look here. Chicago Cubs and the Kansas City Royals. This line opened up at a -215 for the Cubs. It did get all the way down to a -195. It's back up to a 202. Still a 13-cent line movement towards Jordan Lyles and the Kansas City Royals. Line opened up at a 9.5 at -108. It's now a 9.5 at +104. So it's a move towards the under here in this spot, and it's a move towards the Royals, suggesting maybe Jordan Lyles pitch as well. 36% of the tickets and 71% of the cash is on the under in this game. 27% of the tickets and 99% of the cash is on the Royals. The Royals are a 99% cash spot today.
Public dog.
Let's take a look here at the ballpark, pal, for this one for Wrigley Field. It's usually either the best or the worst. It's actually pretty neutral today. -3% overall, -3% home runs, -7% doubles, triples, +2% singles. Let's take a look at the pitching matchup here between Jordan Lyles and Kyle Hendricks. Jordan Lyles, 7.22 ERA, 1.47 whip, 5.65 strikeouts per 9, which is 14%, 1.57 walks per 9, a 315 BABIP, a 637 FIP, and a 5.08 SIERA. On the flip side, Hendricks, 4.72 ERA, 1.25 whip, 6.29 strikeouts per 9, which is 16%, 1.57 walks per 9, a 304 BABIP, a 3.61 FIP, and a 4.31 SIERA. Bullpen advantage goes towards the Cubbies here in this one, 4.29 FIP, 4.02 SIERA compared to 5.62 and 4.87. Hitting advantage, both these teams are hitting really well right now. 136 WRC plus, which is second for the Cubbies, and the Royals 125 WRC plus, which is fourth. Two of the top four offenses in baseball, which is really scratching my head why this line's dropping. Why is this line dropping then? It's dropped 12 cents towards the under, which is just, I don't know. I don't get it. And the lines move towards the Royals, even though, and the lines move towards the under, even though the Cubs are smashing righties and they get to face Jordan Lyles today. This is X's and O's and market conflicts in this game, and this is another stay off spot for me. I'm not a huge fan of the slate today, I've realized. A lot of different games, the market has kept me off of my X's and O's, and we'll see how that does. But it's a pass for me in this game.
Hey, Chicago, what do you say? I'm gonna bet the Cubs today. I'm just gonna keep riding the Cubs. I know they've been about average lately, but it's against the Royals right now, which are 40-85 this year. Second worst team in baseball. And it's against Jordan Lyles, who is arguably the worst pitcher in baseball, ? He is 3-13 this year. I believe he is the least profitable pitcher in baseball. Or he's very, very close to it. Let's go take a gander. He is the worst pitcher in terms of pitcher profit ranking in baseball, Nick. Jordan Lyles, 3-20 are the Royals when he pitches. You're down 14 units. Next lowest is his teammate, Zach Greinke. The Royals are 5-17 when he pitches, down 10 units. Ironically,
Royals are a bad team.
The next two are on the Angels. That is Lucas Giolito and Patrick Sandoval. And to round out the bottom five, Montgomery. Sears, Darvish, McCullers, Syndergaard, and then Peterson. Round out the bottom 10. Wainwright's 5-11. He's only down 5, but I mean, he's almost at the bottom. Figure I'd bring that up. So yeah, not only do I love backing the good pitchers, I'm going to fade the bad pitchers. And Jordan Lyles is the least profitable pitcher in baseball. I'm grabbing the Cubbies today on the run line.
Yeah.
The way that you made it sound, 99% of the cash is on the Royals.
Explains the line move. It does explain the line move. I think this is an easy stay off spot for me though. So
that's fine. I'm gonna load up the Cubbies because I want to fade.
Oh, here comes Craig Wood again. Yep. But yeah, Cubs money.
I'm not gonna bet the Cubbies today.
Yeah, Cubs -1.5 in the over.
I'm not touching the Cubbies.
Yeah, Rockies for Nathan Cerna. Yeah, Royals, Oakland money line. Cubbies Sundays. Good morning, gentlemen. Good morning, Untouchable. The line is flipped because people just like that fading the Cubs when they become 2-1 favorites. Fair. Anyone on the Roma game? No. 14 and 32 the last 2 years for Cubbies on a Sunday. I'm gonna keep that at the back of my mind when the Royals win today.
And I'm gonna keep that in mind when I keep the Cubbies off my card.
Yeah, Cubs team total over. I can see it. Aces really suffered a letdown yesterday. Couldn't even get the over.
I was so pissed that I saw that final score. I'm like, I could have grabbed the Sparks at 11-1.
We move on though. Rockies sweep today. I can see it. Hey Chicago, what do you say? Jordan Piles.
That's not how the song goes.
Yeah. So not too much action for me right now. I've only played 4 different games. So we'll see what we have in store for these last 4 games here, with the Texas Rangers taking on the Milwaukee Brewers in this one here. -195 for the Rangers, total of 8.5 in this game. Take a look at the line history in this spot between Max Scherzer and Adrian Hauser. Line opened up at a 185. It's up to a 194. So the line move is towards the Rangers. Line opened up at an 8.5. It's down at -115. It's 8.5 down to -108. So it's a move towards the under, and it's a move towards the Rangers, suggesting that Scherzer pitches well today. 70% of the tickets and 88% of the cash is on the under in this game. 84% of the tickets and 79% of the cash is on the Rangers today. So the big bets and all that are coming in on the under and the Rangers, which makes sense. Globe Life Field -7% as usual. And the pitching matchup here, Scherzer's look good in Texas. He's also, it feels like he's been, obviously there's the spots in the rotation, but I don't know if you could have cherry picked a better what do you call it for him?
Since he's gone there. Yeah.
White Sox, Athletics, Angels, and now the Brewers. And we'll get into the Brewers numbers here against righties that are not very good. So he gets another soft hitting offense here in this spot, which when he gets the right matchups, I think he'll dominate, because it's pretty easy to dominate the Athletics of the world and stuff like that. Adrian Hauser, 5.81 ERA, 1.33 whip, 9.91 strikeouts per 9, which is 25%, 2.93 walks per 90, 333 BABIP, a 3.34 FIP, and a 3.71 Sierra. On the flip side, Scherzer, 2.73 ERA, 0.97 whip, 10.91 strikeouts per 9, which is 31%, 2.45 walks per 90, 333 BABIP, a 402 FIP, and a 3.28 Sierra. Bullpen advantage does go towards the Brewers here, 4.49 FIP, 3.77 Sierra compared to 5.01 and 3.94. The Rangers 121 WRC plus, which is 6th in baseball against righties, compared to the Brewers 82 WRC plus, which is 28th against righties. So another easy matchup here. Nice little cupcake here for Max Scherzer to take care of here in the Brewers. Unfortunately, they kind of juiced me out of it. First 5 -0.5 for the Rangers is -140. I'm definitely not interested in laying that type of a number here with the Rangers at the moment. The first 5 under is a 4.5, and it's only a -103. I can see Hauser pitching pretty well in this game. And this has been more of an obviously the first game was not an under series, but yesterday the first 5 under hit. The first 5 under definitely did not hit in that first game because it was 3-3 at the end of the 5. But I think that this could be a decent first 5 under spot at 4.5 in this one. It's just a lean for me at the moment, but I lean towards the first 5 under in this one. I think Scherzer should be able to pitch well against this very weak hitting Brewers offense. And I feel like Hauser could pitch pretty well here. The Texas offense has kind of cooled down. Other than the 8 runs that they scored in game 1 of the series, 1-0 their last 2 out of 3 games they've put up 1 or nothing. So I'm actually going to move on this. I haven't been betting many spots today. First 5 under 4.5 with Milwaukee, Texas for me.
I mean, there's no way the Rangers get swept, right?
Market suggesting that, yeah.
What that they win today?
Yeah.
I like the Brewers. I don't really care what the markets have to say about that one. And you're getting them at plus money. And I really just think it's a solid spot for them. And this Rangers team, would you be surprised if Seattle made a run for the division? I don't think I would.
I would be surprised, yes.
Considering they're only 4 games back.
Right.
And I believe Seattle still gets games against Texas. I strongly believe Texas doesn't win the division.
I think the Astros still win that division. I do. And I think
it's going to be a real fun race at the end.
Yeah, because
schedule.
I mean, looking at this, just the strength of schedule alone, the Astros should do fine. They have 3. Yeah, their easiest remaining schedules. They have 3, 6, 9, 15, 18 games. 6 of them are against the Royals, and then 3 each against the Padres, Yankees, Tigers, and Athletics. The easy matchups for the Rangers, there's 12. They have 12 games, 3 each against the Athletics, the Mets, the Guardians, and the Angels. The Mets are not a gimme anymore. The Angels can be sneaky, and so can the Guardians. So
I will say, I'm looking at the rest of the month for Seattle. Looks like they could possibly. They got 10 days left in the month, they have 10 games left, including today's game.
Seattle has 7 against the Rangers coming up.
Yes, hold on. I was going to mention that. Seattle's got 10 games left. I wouldn't be surprised if they went 9-1 the rest of the month. They got the Astros today. I think they win. 3 in Chicago against the White Sox. At home against Kansas City. At home against Oakland. I think they have a legit shot of going 8-2, 9-1 in their next 10 games. Which brings them into September, where they get the Mets in New York, in Cincinnati, 4 in Tampa Bay. At home against both LA teams for 3 each. And then the end of the year is where they're going to have to make their run. 3 against Oakland. Win those games. Then you get the treacherous run. 3 against Texas in Texas. Come home. Play 3 against Houston and 4 against Texas. Those 10 games, if they can go 7-3, I think they win the division.
Yeah, it's still a tall ask.
But it's not as crazy as it was earlier in the year when they were down like 10 games.
Absolutely. I want to see if I can get you a number real quick on, on the Mariners. If I do not have future odds. Okay. Let's see if DK has them. I want to see if I can get you what the Mariners to win the division is, but you can head over to the chat here.
It's no longer worth it because they were down like 10 games.
Correct. But let's take a look at what it is now. See if there's any. Obviously, there's probably no value, but you want to take a guess what it is?
$4.
$5.50.
Okay, that's still probably about that. That's not bad.
Yep.
Start back with LJ. Corey Seager over 1.5 bases, 13-2 to the over 1.5, coming off no hit game number 1, total bases at home in the MLB. Let's cash. Let's do it. Corey Seager over the bases, even though I like the that's fine. He could still get it, and the Brewers win today. So Nerfy for both the Texas game and Baltimore.
Yeah.
And you like the under in this game? Sure. Saints and Lions 2-teamer also lean over in the Saints game, under for BC.
I'm all over BC today. I got BC first half minus 6.5, full game minus 10, and the team total under 17.5 for the Riders. So I really like the Lions today.
Rangers was voted as the team not to get swept. At the moment, there's 33 votes in the thing, and 33% of the votes are for the Rangers to not be swept. 27 on the Yankees, 21 on the Astros, 18 on the Cardinals.
And we'll
Brewers.
keep that going until the end of the show.
Sundays are for the Dogs. Yes, I'm keeping that until the end of the show. Everybody can still vote. Do you guys just stick to 1 unit bet sizes on NFL futures, like win totals? I've never done them before. Or do you guys adjust the bet base more because it's a longer time for the bet, or just personal preference.
For me, if I'm going to be betting NFL futures, which I'm still trying to decide whether or not I'm going to or not, they would be the for win totals and stuff like that. It would be the normal 0.7 units per NFL play. It would be just an average NFL play for me. It'll probably be lower on any conference futures. Divisional futures will still be 0.7. And Super Bowl or conference or any player futures, MVP, something like that will probably be like 0.15 units or something like that. Small bets, depending on the odds of it.
There you go. We got 3 games left, Nick, and I actually really like this game.
The series has pissed me off, honestly, because
Don't bet the under.
Yeah, I've bet the under in both games, and neither have come through. Let's get into it here. We have the Chicago White Sox and the Colorado Rockies. This line opened up at a minus 152 for the White Sox. It's down to a 133 now. So
I will say, I think the Rockies will be flexing their muscles on the White Sox today. Anyway, go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, a 19-cent line movement towards the Rockies here. Line opened up at a 12 minus 115. It's down to a 12 at minus 108. So we have a 7-cent line movement towards the under in this game as well. Let's take a look at the cash flow. Represents a move towards the Rockies and a move towards the under. 62% of the tickets, 61% of the cash is on the Rockies. The line's moved in that direction. We have 53% of the tickets and 69% of the cash is on the over, and the line's moved towards the under here in this spot here, which is kind of interesting. Let's take a look at the ballpark, pal. Put on your surprise faces. Coors Field is the number 1 hitting ballpark in baseball today. 33% runs, 32% home runs, 21% doubles, triples, 12% singles. Looking at the pitching matchup here, Chris Flexen's been terrible, and Dylan Cease has really fallen off a little bit as well. 4.91 ERA, 1.60 whip for Mr. Cease, 9.82 strikeouts per 9, which is 24%, 5.61 walks per 9, a 3.43 BABIP, a 3.57 FIP, and a 5.0 Sierra. On the flip side, Chris Flexen, 7.78 ERA, 1.83 whip, 7.32 strikeouts per 9, which is 17%, 4.12 walks per 9, a 3.23 BABIP, a 7.79 FIP, and a 5.33 Sierra. Bullpen advantage goes towards the White Sox here in this one, 4.65 FIP, 4.14 Sierra compared to 5.28 and 4.72. Hitting advantage slightly goes towards the Rockies, 83 WRC plus, which is 27th, compared to 80, which is 29th. Neither of these teams are hitting particularly well. I don't trust either of these pitchers at the moment. This is probably just another pass game for me, honestly. I have really no interest in this one here. So pass for me.
I'm on the Rockies. I'm blowing them up. Rockies going for the sweep. And by the way, Nick, screw you. That joke was funny. I said the Rockies were going to be flexing their muscles on the White Sox.
Yeah, I heard what you said.
And you said nothing about it. Screw you.
I heard what you said.
I know you did.
It wasn't funny.
It was funny. Give me the Colorado Rockies for the sweep today. This White Sox team is a fade the rest of the year, no matter who they play. They just don't look good. They have no heart. This is a team that's like completely ripped apart. I'm surprised Dylan Cease is still on this team. And just to think, these two teams have the exact same record. 48 and 75. Both these two teams are 27 games under. Yeah, 1-800-GAMBLER game. Don't care. Give me the Rockies at plus money with some Chris Flex in action today, Nick.
Good luck. Good luck. We'll head back to the chat here in this spot. Let's go Chargers, says Joe Kryptonite. No. I told everyone yesterday Brewers take yesterday's game and Rangers win today's game. Fair. White Sox 11-1-1 to the over as road favorites. Both games have gone over in this series. Yep. White Sox for Fernando. In my opinion, it is better to take long shots with any sports futures. Most seasons span months, and you're better off investing in stocks and pay dividends over that time frame. Yeah. I also treat futures a little bit differently because it's a separate bankroll for me, rather than my day-to-day bankroll is definitely different than my futures bankroll. So I just bet what I want to bet. Like I bet a lot of season previews, stuff like that. I've already got 4 futures written down here that I'm interested in when it comes to the NFL. I'm gonna show off those real quick because and I know it's super fancy. I typed them into a spreadsheet. But yeah, these are the 4 I'm looking at right now, and it's mainly just a couple of AFC looks here. Jacksonville under their win total to miss the playoffs at plus 165. The Titans to win the division, and the under for the Bengals win total. I don't think that Bengals win total is still available, or I haven't bet it, and I don't know if it's available because of the Joe Burrow injury. But yeah, I'm kind of liking that those plays at the moment. Flexing sucks, indeed he does. May take a look at BC. I really like BC. My bad. It's not that I really like BC today. It's that I want to fade Dola Gala and the Riders. White Sox money line today. Run line. All right. White Sox money line for Goodnight Munchie. Joe, what's the WNBA? Joe saying I'm a White Sox fan and I don't think they win today. There you go. How do you feel about total in preseason? I stayed off the total for tonight's game. Totals killed me this weekend for preseason. Mercury and Storm as dogs today. There you go.
Yes.
Wings probably cover the spread. We'll move on here to the Baltimore Orioles and the Oakland Athletics here. I actually cashed a bet in an Orioles game yesterday. Imagine that. I took the first 5 under, and it finished 2-1. We have the Orioles as minus 185 favorites with a total of 8 in this game. Let's take a look here between Kyle Bradish and JP Sears. The line opened up at a 195 for the Orioles. It's down to a 186. The line always moves away from the Orioles. So the books are setting the lines wider on the Orioles, and the betting markets are betting them down for whatever reason. I don't get it. So it's not like you can say the market or the bookmakers are disrespecting this team because they keep putting their numbers wider and the market's trying to correct them. And who knows? Line opened up in an 8.5 minus 115. It's now down to an 8.5 minus 105. So a move towards the under and a move towards the Athletics, suggesting maybe JP Sears pitches well today. 33% of the tickets and 85% of the cash is on the under in this spot. We have 79% of the tickets and 52% of the cash is on the Orioles in this one as well. Taking a look at Ballpark Pal, we have Oakland Coliseum at minus 5% runs. Only 4 stadiums are in the positives today. Only 2 stadiums are in the positive 10s today. Minus 5% runs, minus 8% home runs, minus 4% doubles, triples, 0% on the singles. Pitching matchup definitely favors the Baltimore Orioles here in this one. Bradish, 3.56 ERA, 1.15 whip, 8.01 strikeouts per 9, which is 22%. 2.97 walks per 9, a 259 BABIP, a 4.28 FIP, and a 4.12 SIERA. On the flip side, JP Sears, 5.47 ERA, 1.74 whip, 8.39 strikeouts per 9, which is 19%, 3.65 walks per 9, a 359 BABIP, a 5.61 FIP, and a 5.06 SIERA. Bullpen advantage goes towards the Orioles here, 3.33 FIP, 3.70 SIERA compared to 5.09 and 4.81 for the Athletics. Hitting advantage actually goes towards the Athletics here, 106 WRC plus, which is 13, compared to 101, which is 14 for the Orioles. They do hit lefties better than they hit righties. And looking at the spot for me, I'm kind of looking to go back to the well here with that first 5 under in this spot. I could see Sears pitching well in this spot, and Bradish has been I think we finally figured out the answer. Bradish is the number 1 starter on this team. So I'm going to be on the first 5 under here, 4.5 at minus 112.
I'm going to try to say something. No, I'm not. You got the Orioles going for the sweep. So you got that. They're going to go try to get 30 games over 500. Solid. They're the most profitable road team. They're the most profitable team in the MLB. Guess what? I'm betting the Orioles again. I'm not gonna fix what's not broke. We don't have to reinvent the wheel here. I'm just gonna keep backing them. And yeah, Bradish is the ace. And when it comes to postseason, a rotation with Bradish, with Kramer, and with Grayson Rodriguez, I think can be pretty solid. Not to mention, I do like the offense. I know the offense dries up in the postseason. I think this young Baltimore team is going to be quite solid. Not to mention, I know he's up here. Kyle Bradish, 19th in the MLB for pitcher profit ranking. 14-8 when he pitches at 63.6%, and 4.24 units you would have made if you're backing him every single start. Wow. I'm looking at the pitcher profit rankings. There is 4 Baltimore Orioles in the top 22, with Kramer at number 1, with Flaherty at number 11, with Bradish at number 19, and Grayson Rodriguez at number 22. And then Cole Irving at 33. So this Baltimore team, they just have been winning. Don't need to really dive into it even more. I'm just grabbing the Orioles again. And I really like LJ's stat. Orioles, and this will perfectly transition. Orioles have won 13 straight in a row on a Sunday. But the A's are on sweep alert, so the streak ended today. No, A's are going to get swept. They get swept all the time. It's the Orioles that haven't gotten swept in 2 seasons. They haven't gotten swept since Adley Rutschman got called up. Before Rutschman got called up, I should say. No to the Oakland Athletics. I live betted the Orioles yesterday when they were plus money. Hell yeah, dude, get it. Orioles run line and the Mystics over. I didn't touch the Mystics game. I didn't touch the total in that game. I just grabbed the Mystics. So I hope they score you a bunch of points tonight. And the final matchup is a beautiful Sunday night baseball matchup, right, Nick?
Yeah. Actually, it is an interesting matchup.
You know why this is Sunday night baseball, though?
Yeah, it's the Philadelphia Phillies and the Washington Nationals at historic Bowman Field.
Well, no, because I think it's the Little League World Series one.
Little League Classic.
Oh!
Yep. Good. It's the Little League Classic in this one here. Let's get into it. We have the line opening up at a minus 220 for those Philadelphia Phillies. It is now minus 212. 8-cent line movement towards the Phillies. Line opened up at a 9 at even money. It's now down to a 9 at plus 102. So a 2-cent line movement towards the under, an 8-cent line movement towards the Nationals, which suggests Williams pitch as well here. 29% of the tickets and 72% of the cash is on this under here in this spot. 91% of the tickets, 92% of the cash is on the Phillies. Let's take a look at ballpark, pal. Bowman Field in Williamsport, Pennsylvania. 9% runs, plus 3% home runs, plus 11% doubles, triples, plus 4% singles. Looks like a pretty decent hitters-friendly ballpark here in this one. Let's take a look at the pitchers in this spot. Zach Wheeler, 2.2 ERA, 0.92 WHIP, 9.37 strikeouts per 9, which is 27%. 1.93 walks per 9, a 2.35 BABIP, a 3.51 FIP, and a 3.64 Sierra. On the flip side, Trevor Williams has been getting hammered. 8.25 ERA, 1.92 WHIP, 6.38 strikeouts per 9, which is 15%. 3.38 walks per 9, a 3.50 BABIP, a 7.84 FIP, and a 5.56 Sierra. I wanted to try to back the Nationals or the under in this game. Trevor Williams is just keeping me completely off the Nationals in this spot. Bullpen advantage goes towards, actually, surprisingly, last 30 days, it's the Nationals. 4.07 FIP, 3.64 Sierra compared to 4.07 and 4.08 for Philadelphia. Both these teams 99 WRC plus, which is 19th and 18th against righties. These teams feel pretty balanced at the moment, actually. Especially when you look at what the Nationals have done as of late. They're 6-4 in their last 10. they're playing a little bit better as well. They're coming in off of they had their winning streak snapped yesterday. I was leaning Nationals in this game. I wanted to find a way to back them, but not with the way Williams is pitching at the moment and the way that Wheeler is pitching at the moment. So it's another stay off spot for me. Not a huge card for me on this slate. 9 plays for me. That's it. Which sounds like
Can I say that Trevor Williams was the reason why I want to bet the Nationals?
Really?
And I know I'm not sure how you feel about these stats. The Nationals are 12-12 when he pitches. You're up 6.01 units, and he's number 8 or number 7 if you take out Matthew Boyd in pitcher profit ranking this year. It just shows that, and when it comes to bad teams, I'm okay with those numbers, with teams not winning every single game, but it just shows the games they're winning are when they're like $2 dogs. And guess what? In the little league stadium, not little league stadium, but you know what I mean. In Williamsport, you get a little bit of a doggy with the Natties. I like it. It's a neutral field. It's a divisional game. I'm taking the Nationals in this one on Sunday Night Baseball to get the job done and give Trevor Williams another win and boost him up in the pitcher profit rankings, because if he wins this game, he's probably top 5 again with cashing a plus almost $2. So I like the Nationals in this one, Nick.
Fair. Yeah, this baseball slate was tough to come up with stuff, and I liked a couple games. Like I'm really focused on that Twins-Pirates game. I'm really focused on the Mets-Cardinals game, and I got a couple other spots I like. But this is just not a card I feel like I needed to go crazy on. So
I understand that. I'm going to put up Washington.
Fair enough. But that is all of today's slate. And somehow with a smaller slate, we've gone over an hour and a half. Good job, Tim.
Yep.
Let's take a look here at the chat, and then we will we will recap and head out. Where do you last leave off?
So it's 10 comments. So that was the last comment to this one.
Wouldn't be surprised if Oakland won the first 5. I can see it. I mean, I would probably look more towards taking the half a run with Oakland in the first 5, because I projected for a lower scoring game. The Oakland first 5 plus a half is not a bad look in my opinion. Phillies money line, the over. Fair. Over for Mo Harris. Over in the Natties.
I will say I could see an under in this game. I believe everybody was all crazy about the over last year with 2 big offensive teams in Baltimore and the Red Sox last year. And I think it finished like 4-3. So I figured I'd throw that one out there. Anyways, go ahead. Sorry.
I wanted to back the under. It's just Williams kept me off of it. Shakira Austin and Alina Del Don are both out for the Mystics.
Fade the injury report. Washington money line.
Ladder on over for untouchable. Should make Mystics over a lot easier. No defense. Let's take a look if that's reflected that. The line yes. Yeah, wow. This line jumped it opened up at like 161, immediately went up to 165.5. Now it's at 166. So yeah,
I
understand.
What's the spread?
5.5. It's a 5.5.
Okay, it's still 5.5. Got it.
Yeah. And now Christy Tolliver.
Well, the line hasn't moved, so I'm not worried.
Yeah. Wings definitely cover the minus 5.5, no problem. I feel like if you want to back the Wings, I think the best way to do that is their team total over. Let's take a look at what that is real quick. The Wings team total over. I might move on that and the over in the game as well.
I'm already on Washington.
85.5 for the Wings team total over. If we think that with those injuries that they'll be able to score better, maybe.
I like Washington.
Oliver barely played for the Mystics this season. Fair. Good luck, everybody. Mets money line and BC Lions money line for BC Lions for Nathan today. I'm hoping laying the points in that one there because they're 10-point favorites. But that is everything for today's slate, Tim. You know, it's time for now.
Housekeeping.
I'm currently putting some links in the chat-a-rooney for you guys. Because if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys leave a like, comment, subscribe, and share. Do all that good stuff. We appreciate all the support. Check out all the links in the description below or in the chat because that's where I'm putting them all. And that is your the Instagram page, the TikTok, and the Twitter all in the chat. Make sure you guys are checking out Ballin' Out tomorrow on the Picks and Parleys YouTube channel. Showed the boss man I'm doing a good job. And then SeatGeek, constant ticket sporting what ticket needs. ESPN checkout, $20 off your first purchase. And if you guys are interested, check out the EarleSportsBets.com website. All the MLS plays are up there. And eventually, Nick, Saturday, some college football. That's when a lot of these that's when the site's going to come in handy a lot. And grabbing the week pass for I think it's still $49.99, $50 for a week, and we're going to have 10, 15 college football plays a week and college basketball galore and all that stuff. Not to mention, we'll probably, if we start getting members on the channel, if you guys are interested in becoming a member, $4.99 a month for that, we'll probably start coming football season having a members only best bet or something like that.
Maybe a members only college football show. Could be an interesting
or like a quick video where we kind of just show off the card and go from there and just quickly talk over them. But if you guys are interested in that, all of that, we're gonna have a lot of content coming out for football season. So ready for that. Recap time. I like Seattle Mariners today. I like the Braves on the run line. I like the Red Sox, Guardians, Pittsburgh in the over, Mets in the over, Cubbies run line, although I didn't bet it because Cubbies don't win games on Sundays. I like the Brewers today. I like the Rockies today. I like the Orioles run line, and I like the Natties. I'm also sweating out the over in the Chelsea-West Ham game. It's 1-1, and it's pretty much at halftime. Just need one goal in that second half for a 2-0 EPL day. Nick?
There you go. And one quick question here before I recap everything. The poll, which team is not getting swept today?
According to the chat, that would be the Houston Astros. 34%, Yankees, Rangers 24 each, and the Cardinals sitting at 17%. That was over 41 votes.
All right. Good job for voting, peoples. Small card for me today. Starting it off with the Red Sox first 5 at -105. Tigers first 5 at -120. Doubled up on both the Mets overs or actually tripled up on the Mets overs, but doubled up on the Pirates overs. First 5 over 5.5, full game over 9.5. And then the Mets first 5 over 5.5, full game over 9.5. Mets team total over 4.5. And then a couple unders 10 by night. The Texas Milwaukee first 5 under 4.5. Baltimore Oakland first 5 under 4.5 as well. So yeah, that is today.
Yeah, let's get it. That's going to do it for today. We'll be back tomorrow. Oh wait, hold on. There was Nathan with the Never in Doubters and Joe Kryptonite with Thumbs Up. We'll be back tomorrow for another edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show. Peace out, guys.